Hello, Year 5. Today we're gonna revise a little bit about number sense. What does number mean? Numbers, they mean value, quantity. What you need to remember is that when we talk about numbers, we are not talking about things, little dots running around all disorganized. Math is something very organized, and numbers are also very organized. When we talk about numbers, we talk about something called number sense and place value, and they help us to understand and organize better numbers. You are familiar with place value? Oh my God, that's a very loose line. We talked a little bit about it in the beginning of the year. Always remember that we have the decimal point here. Okay, we need to keep that in mind. In September, maybe we are gonna talk about decimal numbers. So it's important that you understand that there is an upside down world, just like Stranger Things. So there is an upside down world here from the decimals that we are going to talk a little bit later, but not now. But you need to know that the decimal point is here. We know that numbers are made of ones that are simple unities. We know that numbers can also be made of tens. So when you have a lot of quantity, a lot of value, instead of having a lot of ones, you can get groups of ones and make one group of 10. And when you have lots of tens, consequently lots of ones, you can make groups of hundreds. And when you have lots of ones, lots of tens, and lots of hundreds, we start dealing with what we call the thousands, right? You can have 1,000s. You can have 10,000s. And you can have 100,000s. And when I write a number, I can see only 1, 2, 3, but in truth they value more than that. For example, $135,732. If I look only at the symbol 2, at the symbol 3, at the symbol 7, at the symbol 4, and the symbol 3, and the symbol 1, I don't understand what this number really means. To understand what this number means, I need to break this number into place value. So I know that this one over here in truth means 100,000. You see, it's not simply 1. It's a very big number. It values a lot. This 3 over here, it's not simply a 3. It's 30,000. It values a lot. I can't see it because the groups are all together, but the value, the quantity is there. This is not a 4. This is a 4,000. This is not a 7. This is a 700. This is not a 3. This is a 30. And in fact, this is a 2. We know that the decimal point is here. There is a whole world here called the decimal world, but we are not talking about it. So when I see a number, I can't take this number for granted. I need to remember that when I break this number in the expanded form, I see what this number really values. Okay? It's good to remember this because we are going to use a lot expanded form for multiplication. All the multiplication strategies use the expanded form, so it's nice that we have in mind. Okay? Watch the next video about the relation between addition and subtraction, so we can also understand the relation between multiplication and division. Okay?